welcome back to my channel, the Preppy Project. Let me turn off the AC for a sec. So I'm gonna take y'all with me. I'm just kind of out shopping today. It's Sunday. I went out to eat with my family and we went to Jason's Deli, and that was really good. We haven't been to Jason's Deli in a long time. But I'd already gotten dressed and everything, and we came home. My family was swimming in our pool, and I was like, I kind of want to go out because I feel like I got ready and then I didn't really go anywhere. So I'm like, well, I wanted to go to Walmart and I wanted to go to CVS because they have their new deals this week since it's Sunday. So I was like, well, let me make this into a video. And how adorable is this little shirt? I got it at the thrift store. It's a thrift store I go to sometimes because I can't try things on, which is irritating. They have no dressing room. But they are also kind of bad about marking stuff up, and usually I would not pay $16 at the thrift store, but this shirt was just so cute, and it's actually reversible because it's blue on this side and it has the tag that's also reversible, and so it's like you can wear it either way, which I think is really cute. But it looked like it was brand new, and I was like, I don't know, for $16, I feel like this is one of those exceptions where I will get it because I just thought it was super cute and it was really good condition, and I just really liked it. Because I'm like, if I saw this at TJ Maxx for $16, I feel like I would get it. So I'm like, I'm just gonna get it. So anyway, I hardly ever do that kind of thing. I do not feel good about spending that much at a thrift store, but I was like, in this situation, I'll get it. So anyway, I wore this. It's the first time I wore it. I literally just hand washed it this morning, and it's that material that's kind of like sheer, I don't know what you call this. It's polyester, but you can wash it and dry it, and it dries within like 20 minutes. Look at how cute my little rings are. I made them out of, I had beads from Hobby Lobby. I would go to Hobby Lobby today because I've gotten into bead making again, and I only have like 2 colors on my beads that don't fade, because I'd bought other beads at Hobby Lobby, and if they say on the back they're not color fast, girl, I don't play with that anymore. So now these colors, these beads are obviously like the plastic that they made them out of is this blue and white color, so it's not like they just coated it with the color, because I have gold that I used, and girl, that stuff comes off very quickly. So anyway, but yeah, I'd go look and see, but they're closed because it's Sunday. So but yeah, and I made my bracelet, and then I made 2 anklets with the same beads, and I think they're really cute. So I came to this Walmart because I have been like shaping my natural nails lately, and I really wished I had something almost like a protectant over them so they don't crack easily. I looked up like almost like nail concealer or like nail perfector kind of things, and I saw that they have one at Walmart that's like Walmart's brand, and it's only at this Walmart. So the other ones by me did not have it, so we're gonna go look. It was only a couple dollars, and I was like, well, that'll be good because I've been like shaping them a little longer. This is like long for me. Like usually I don't let my fingernails get that long, but anyway, I've been shaping them, and I was like, I wish I had like some little clear polish or something that doesn't look bad when it starts chipping off, because girl, there's nothing I hate more than going through the trouble of painting your nails in a color and then instantly it chips off on the edge. I don't know, I just hate it. Let's go see if they have that in here, and yeah, and then I guess we'll go to CVS and go see what they have there, and then I'll show y'all. Okay, let's go. Okay, y'all, we are back in the car, and I just got my little nail polish. It was $3.22 in total. So I stood there for a minute. I was like, which color do I want? But I think I wanted the pinkest one, so that's the one that I got. So it says, as an in-between manicure for healthy nails, in recovery treatment, or as a base coat. Girl, for at least 2 weeks or more if necessary, depending on initial nail condition. Instructions apply: 2 coats on bare nails twice a week. Girl, what? Okay, let's see how this looks. I'm just gonna go ahead and open it. I'm just sitting in the CVS parking lot, but let's see. So it's made by Walmart. Let's shake it up. It comes in a little bottle like this. So this is the pink color. So let's see. Girl, I have to tell y'all a story about this CVS. So I was in this CVS, I guess it was like it was back on like around the 4th of July. So earlier this month. So I was walking into the CVS and there's a curb, like a little lip, you know, where the curb dips down. So I'm walking in and I see this older man, and he's probably in his 60s, like late 60s. And I, you know, kind of like looked over, like I noticed him, I was aware of him, and he's walking out. And so I'm gonna like pass him, and as I'm passing, in the corner of my eye, I see him falling down. And so it was like slow motion. I see him falling and I like run over to him. I was like, don't worry, I'm a therapist. No, I'm just kidding. I did not say that. Anyway, and so I like go over to him. I'm like, oh my God, are you okay? And so it was so depressing because I think in the moment, he almost reminded me of my dad. And I was like, oh my God, like if my dad fell down somewhere, I would hope somebody would stop and ask him if it was okay and like offer to call someone, you know? So, it makes me feel emotional even thinking about that. But anyway, so I see him fall down. So he's fallen all the way flat down on the ground. His forehead starts bleeding. And I'm like, oh my God, I was like, you know, are you okay? And he was like, yes. And I go, let me get you some paper towels. So I run in there, go to the bathroom. There's no paper towels. I get toilet paper. I bring it back out to him just so he could hold it on his forehead to stop it from bleeding. So when I run back out, I'm like holding the paper towels. I'm like, here you go. And so I didn't even think, I'm like, okay, like he needs to sit up. So because he was like flat down on the ground, and it was like when he fell, luckily he caught himself, but he didn't catch himself in time to where his forehead hit the pavement. And so I was scared. I'm like, because the first thing I said, I was like, oh my God, I was like, do you want me to call 911? And he was like, no. And I was like, are you sure? Like, I don't know if you hit your head. And so anyway, so I'm standing there holding the paper towels, and I see this guy come out of his car and like look over at us. And I was like, I go, you know, he fell. And so the guy runs over, and I told my sister this story, and she was like, no, like she didn't believe me. But I have like the belief, and I think a lot of Christians have this belief of like angels walk among us. Okay, girl, I'm just gonna tell you this, and you can like take it as you will, but I do believe that there are people who you meet who like show kindness and nobody would know it, but maybe they are angels. And like I think it's the kind of thing where like if we tried to figure out like where do they live, or like where's their family, like maybe they could make up a story about it. But like if we really looked into it, then they don't have a family, they don't have a wife, they don't have a house. Like they're just here on this earth for this period of time or whatever, but they're really like these angels that God put on earth. I don't know why, but like I got that, like after it happened, I got that feeling. I was like, was that man real? Like, because he had a wedding ring on, and then I was like was he married? Like, was this something that God like put in my path? I don't know. Anyway, like I don't know why, but like I just got that feeling like in my heart. I was like, was that man real, or was that man like an angel? Okay, so let me tell you. So I'm like leaned down, the man is still like, you know, face like he's holding his head up, but he's like on his stomach on the ground. And so the guy gets out of his car, and he was driving like a Hyundai Sonata or something, I don't know. So he sees us and he like runs over to us, and he was like, he immediately like sat down beside the man, and he was like, would you like to get up? And the man was like, yes. And he was like, I'd love to help you up. So he helps him to sit up, and while he's sitting, he was like, I think you need a band-aid because your forehead is bleeding. And so he's like, let's go get you a band-aid. And so I'm like, oh yeah, because okay, let me tell you this, CVS, please up your game, because I was always under the impression, like, I feel like when I go to the CVS pharmacy, I have seen a dang first aid kit behind the counter, you know? I mean, like, I thought every store had to have a first aid kit, you know what I'm saying? So I run to the back of the store, and I was like, a guy just fell in the parking lot. He's bleeding. Do y'all have a first aid kit? Do y'all have a Band-Aid? And the literal pharmacist man was like, no, we don't have it. Not that I've seen. And I'm like, honey, I just told you that a man just fell out in the parking lot and is like bleeding right now. Like, you're a pharmacist. Shouldn't you, like, I don't know, care? I guess, whatever. And so I was like, you don't have a first aid kit? And he was like, no, Band-Aids on all, you know, like 12. I was like, okay, queen. So I run over there. I like try to find, you know, just whatever random, you know, basic Band-Aids there are. They were like $3, whatever. I go to the front, pay for them. As I start carrying them out, the guy who saw us and was helping the man came in, and he was like, oh, did you get him? He was like, because he wants to walk away. And so I was kind of freaked out because I was like, okay, like, he's by himself. Like, I don't know how good that is to drive. And so he and I walk out to the parking lot, and the man is now in his car, and he's on the phone, and apparently his Apple Watch, which is like pretty amazing, like good for Apple, because it obviously like sensed that he had fallen. So I think his Apple Watch actually called, I think that's what he said, his Apple Watch had actually called 911, and so he had to like hang up on them. And so then he was on the phone with his wife then, and so he had like a sense of humor. He was like making jokes. I was like, okay, at least he's like, you know, cognizant, like he was okay. And I'm making this sound like this was like a huge head injury. No, it wasn't. It was just that he had fallen, and you know what I mean. So he's in his car, and I was like, are you sure we can't call 911? And he's like, no, I'm fine. I'm gonna go home to my wife. Like, it's all good. And I like showed him the Band-Aids. I was like, here, I was like, I bought these for you. I was like, can I put one on you? And he was like, oh no, like, I have those at home. I was like, please, I'll just give you one. Like, I was gonna give him the whole box, and I was like, can I not just give you one? And he was like, no, I have those at home. I was like, okay. So then the man was like, okay, you know, my wife knows. I called my wife. I'm going home. And I still felt leery about it because I was like, when we walked back in, the man, when we walked back in to the CVS, I was like, oh my gosh, I was like, well, thank you for helping him. I was like, you know, that was so scary. And he was like, what's your name? And I told him, and he was like, well, he was like, you know, that was great that you were there. That's great that you helped him. And he was like, and you put your, I remember this vividly. He said these exact words. He was like, well, you put your money where your mouth was. You said you were going to go get Band-Aids, and you went and bought them with your own money. And I was like, thank you. I was like, you know, I'm so glad that you helped him and you helped him up. And I was like, I'm glad you were there, you know, to help me, because this guy was a taller guy. Like, he was a bigger guy. Like, I could have helped him up, but still, it was good to have like a taller guy there too. And so then I was like, girl, whatever I came in here to get from CVS, my mind is in a million different places. I'm just gonna go home. So I went and got in the car, and like I'm saying, I don't know why I got that feeling from this man, but you know, sometimes you just get that feeling. So that was my story. And honestly, the spot where the man fell, girl, it is like stained into the CVS parking lot. There are like, you know, probably like 7 drops, like drops of blood because his nose was bleeding. And girl, I wonder if they're still there. When I walk by, I'm gonna look, because the other day when I came back, and it was like 2 weeks later, those drops of blood were still there. I was like, what the heck? How have they not been washed away? Anyway, so that's the story on the man who fell at CVS. I hope he's okay. I'm sure he's okay, but it was sad, very sad and scary. But anyway, so that was my little story, and angels walk among us, I guess. So anyway, so let's see what this looks like on, just to see. And then I gotta look up on my phone what the deals are this week or whatever at CVS. Okay, this is like exactly what I was looking for. Perfect. This is very nice. Exactly what I was looking for. Okay, I'm happy. I don't know if this is quick dry or not. Okay, this is perfect. This is actually exactly what I was looking for. It just gives you like a shiny, sheer little tint on it. So let me see. Let me see if it'll focus. Okay, there we go. My nail looks crazy, right? Oh, did I just knock that? Yes, whatever. I'll fix it. It got a little dent in it. But anyway, so like that's it with the polish. Oh gosh, I can't even show you my real nail. And then that's it without the polish. Girl, anyway, oh my gosh, I want to show y'all. Okay, I don't think I can flip the camera around right now. Oh, while it's filming. I'm gonna flip it around and show you because I painted my toenails because I found I had these, oh my gosh, this person's parking like right next to me too again. And so I had found these little nail stickers that are like little angels. Girl, you know how much I love like Mike. Oh, I gotta show you that too. I found some Michelangelo, obviously not original, reproduction prints of a couple people from Michelangelo's painting of the Sistine Chapel. Girl, I gotta show you because they redid the frames. They look amazing. I'll show you that in my room in another video. But anyway, so like I love any kind of angel things related to today we are talking about angels a lot. What is that about? Is that a sign? Anyway, that is weird now that I'm thinking about that. What the heck is going on with that? Like, I put these angel nail stickers on my toenails. I'm telling you a story about a man who I thought was an angel. I just found these angel paintings at the thrift store and put them on my wall. Girl, what is going on? That's weird. Angels watch over us, I guess. But anyway. So I'll show you. So anyway, so they're like little, they're the Raphael, like the famous two little baby cherubs that I love so much. So I'm gonna like pause. I'm gonna like I'll turn it around and I'll show you what they look like. And I'm in my car, so like we'll see how easy that is to show you my toenails. Okay, I'm trying to like show y'all. Oh, I gotta show you my anklet. Okay, so I made this look. Okay, now you can see it much better. Let me show you my nails too. Okay, so that's it with the polish. Here's the nail without the, my nails are so dry right here. I'm so bad at, I pick at them. I don't know, I'm sorry. It's an anxiety thing. Anyway, so I made this little anklet last night with the same beads as my little ring. And I made a little bracelet. And I love anklets. Like, I'm obsessed. I wear like 2 or 3 at a time. And then this is the one on my other foot. This is the anklet on my other foot. This is the one where I just mix the white and the blue beads. And these are the beads that are whatever you call it. Like, they don't change colors because they're made out of that color. So anyway, okay, let me show you. Oh, look at these shoes. I gotta show you these too. Okay, I found these for $10. You know, I don't love spending $10 at the thrift store on shoes. But if I see them and I'm like, okay, I actually really like them and I can imagine myself wearing them in multiple places, then I can justify that it's okay. I can buy them because it's, oh, I thought that man was looking at me and beside my car. Never mind. But anyway, because it's much cheaper than going to like Walmart and spending $30 or whatever, or Target or whatever. So anyway, I thought these were adorable. They look like this. Oh girl, what is up? They're like this. They have a cute little bottom to them, and yeah, so that's what they like, and they're very comfortable and I love them. This part is for some reason kind of fraying right here and it's rubbing, I just realized, because I have to cut it on the bottom, this part, which is it's sewn down right here, so I'm not worried about it fraying, but on the bottom right here I think it's scrubbing against my foot when I walk, so I need to cut whatever little thread is poking into my skin. But anyway, okay, let me show you my toenails. Okay, girl, slay. Are you kidding me? It's the little angel. Obsessed. Okay, and then on the other foot I have the other angel from the painting. Are you kidding me? Is that not adorable? I'm crying. That's so cute. Okay, anyway, so those are the toenail and shoe fit. Okay, well, I'm irritated because I go in there and really the only thing, there it is behind me, Stevie, yes. But the only thing that I was like, okay, that's a deal because I actually used that product. It was the Axe body washes and they were on sale where you could get 2 for $1, so 50 cents each. And like, I'm a person where I do like Axe body wash just because I like the smell of it. Like, I like the more masculine-y scents sometimes, except I kind of have to be careful because there's one scent that I've tried and it was like the mango and something, and I was actually allergic to that one. I actually had to go to the doctor because I kept getting these hives that were insane and I did not know what it was. I was like, what am I allergic to? And turns out it was the body wash. So anyway, so that, I was about to say flavor, that scent I don't ever get, but anyway, so the other scents I've never had any issue with them. I like them and I love the smell of them. Like, they're more scented. That's the irritating thing to me. I feel like Axe body washes are more scented than even just like body wash is targeted towards women, because I can use that body wash and I use it on my little silicone reusable loofah thingy. And girl, I can go out of the bathroom and then go back into the bathroom to, like, you know, put my towel in the hamper or whatever, and I can still smell that body wash. It's crazy. Like, you use it in the shower and that scent stays in the room for a couple minutes. So it is much stronger. I guess other people, I can't really smell it on my skin because I think I've used it so much that I've gotten used to it, but I feel like other people could probably smell it on me, I guess. I don't know. I'm not sure. Long story short, I wanted the Axe body wash for 50 cents and they didn't have it. Everybody obviously wanted that deal and they came in there and bought it out. So irritating, but it's fine because it's on sale for the next, don't they do it? Don't they run their sales every 2 weeks now? I don't know. Isn't it a 2-week sale? I'm not sure. But anyway, or a week or whatever, so it's fine. I'll go to a CVS a different day once they restock it. But yeah, there was only one bottle left. Everybody went in there and bought it, girl. Everybody was on their Axe body wash. I love this stuff. While I was in there, I was just like looking at my nail. I was like, dang girl, I love the look of that, because you're not gonna notice it a ton when it starts chipping off on your nail, but it just gives you that really pretty polish, kind of. It almost reminds me of like a French manicure, because it kind of highlights the natural what do you call it, white edge of your nail, but makes the regular nail bed look more pink. I don't know, I'm loving it. Okay, but I did find one thing in there. It was on the end of an aisle and my lips have been so dry lately. It's probably because I got some Retin-A on my lips, because I've been using my Retin-A and just like my retinol serum and stuff, because my skin was kind of breaking out, and I think I got it on my lips and then dried on my lips. But girl, I am not a chapstick girl. I don't like chapstick, but I wanted to try this one. It says Honey Nourish, and it says it has, I don't know how to say that word, bee propolis, I think that's how you say it, bee propolis. And it has honey lavender, honey vanilla, and honey brown sugar. And this was supposed to be $12 or $13, and it had gotten there's somebody like right beside me. Oh, she's just getting out of her car. And it was supposed to be $13, but they had marked it down to $3.24. And I was thinking, I want to try that, because right now I don't really have any lip products, just regular without color lip products. Let me show you what happened to my EOs. Turns out I really like these EOs lip things, but girl, why are they so expensive? Like, what in the world? But this one, there was hardly anything left in it, and then it melted in my car to where it just melted down, but there was hardly anything left in it. And lately, like earlier before I went into Walmart, I was like, girl, my lips are so dry, and I tried to go like that and get it off the side. But anyway, so I need to throw that one away because that's a mess. But anyway, now that I have some more regular lip balms, but let's see, because like I'm telling y'all, which one should we try first? I don't want to open them all. Maybe let's try Honey Lavender. Let's do that one. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, chapsticks. I've had an original chapstick before, and I was like, how is this so popular? Because this stuff is not good. To me, it's very like chalky, I guess you'd say. Like, it's very almost like, I feel like it's targeted towards men because it does not give you a glossy finish at all. But let's see how we open this. Let's see, it's sealed. It looks like that. Let's see how we open this thing. Oh, there we go. ASMR. Got it. Okay. I had something, this reminds me of like a house that I lived in, like my very first house I ever lived in when I was born. We had like some toy or something that smelled like this. I guess it reminds me of like kid makeup almost. I mean, it smells good, but I have not smelled that scent in forever. Okay, let's see what it feels like, because I'm hoping this has like a slick feel to it. It just looks like that. Okay, it's slick. Yeah, I think it's good. it kind of feels like an EOS. It's not as like melty as an EOS, but no, it feels good. I like it. Okay, girl, good. We got just a regular lip balm to keep in the car. I think I'm just gonna put it, yeah, I did, I put it in there. Just put it in there, and then now we have a lip balm for when my lips are super dry. And I need to put one because I have one more EOS. I used up 2 of my EOS, and I have one that I keep in my bedside table. So before I go to bed, I put on my lip balm. But that'll be good because now once I run out of that EOS, I can use those other chapsticks at night. So I think what I'm gonna do now is I think I'm just gonna go home because I'm so thirsty. I didn't bring any water to drink in my car. Oh, first thing I thought I said 99, 89. It's 89 degrees outside, but I think I'm just gonna go home and chillax, I guess. I want to go by like Walmart or something. I mean Aldi, and like go get a Gatorade or something, or a soda. I don't know. I'm just feeling like a soda, but I probably shouldn't. I don't need a soda. I don't need to spend more money on this whole shopping spree. I can't talk. This whole shopping little spree, I spent $6, so not too bad. But anyway, I need to work on my finances. You know, I need to save as much money as possible because, you know, grad school and stuff like that. Can you believe I have, oh my god, I'm gonna cry. I got an email today and it was like, your charges for fall semester have been posted, and I was like, oh my god, fall and then spring and then it's over. Oh my god. So anyway, oh my gosh, I don't know how I'm gonna deal with that, but it's exciting because then I can go look for jobs and go be a therapist. I work on getting licensed. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I have that to look forward to. What am I talking about? So anyway, I had like a crisis earlier. I was like, I so want to color my hair because y'all know I use Sun-In on the top part right here, but for some reason I just got like this feeling of like, I wish I could go like color my hair. Once I do that, there's no coming back from that. And then I told my mom was like, yeah, but like the underlayer, this part that has not really been sun-inned, this part has such a pretty color and it's so shiny because this is like my actual natural hair color. And then I was like, yeah, because I really like having a lot of variation in my hair color, so maybe I should just leave it, because if I dye it, like, you know, if I just use a box dye or whatever, I'm not gonna have the highlights and lowlights. So yeah, I was like, okay, maybe I'm just like going through an identity thing. I just want to change my look up for a little bit. So I'm like, maybe I need to do something like just put on some self tanner or something. I don't know, change my look up that way, not do more of a permanent thing and color my hair. I think I might go home and chillax. I wrote a post for my blog yesterday, and then I wrote another one that's scheduled to be posted on my website on the 29th. So that was good. I'm trying to like gain some more traction on my blog, and I love doing it, honestly. I love writing on my blog, and I love coming up with like printables on Canva and stuff like that. I just think it's so fun, and it speaks to like my creativity and stuff like that. So I think it's a lot of fun. So definitely go check out my blog, thepreppyproject.com, and I'm always putting free printables and just like cutesy stuff like that. I made a post of Y2K inspired fashion under $20 on Amazon, and then my post that is scheduled for the 29th is a journaling prompt for each day of August, and I made like a printout. You can print it out if you want to, or you can just save it, but it's a PDF with all the different prompts for August. Can you believe we're almost to August? I think that is so insane. I'm like, what in the world? How is that? Let me do this. Is this better lighting? I don't know if that's even better. I don't know. I'm like, oh my gosh, like how in the world? Are you kidding me? It's almost August. That feels crazy. And that's like why I'm having like this freak out. I'm like, what the heck? Like, how is it 2 more semesters and then I'm done with grad school? Oh my god. Like the other day in my class, I'm like, I was hurt, you know? Like when I was in class, the teacher was like, raise your hand if you had the theories class, and I'm like, raise my hand. Raise your hand if you had the child development class. Raise my hand. And then the other people, because we all kind of like sit in our little tables of like everybody who's in the same like cohort, I guess. Like we have the people who this is their last semester and they kind of like sit together, and then me, who we have 2 semesters left, we all kind of sit together, and then the people who are like, you know, in their like first, second semesters, they kind of sit together because they're, you know, all going through the same classes at the same time. And so those people who are like in their first and second semester, they were like, oh yeah, like I'm so excited, and like they're asking all these questions, and in my mind I was like, I was you. Like I was the girl who was like stressed out, like, oh my god, like if I don't have the answer to this question, like, oh my god, like I'm gonna lose my license in the future. And I'm like, girl, trust me, you'll figure it out. You don't have to be asking these questions. Like, it's good to ask questions, ask the questions, but also trust me, in other classes and at your internship, you will find the answers to all those questions, you know? So I just think it's funny because I'm like, I totally remember the feeling of being like, oh my god, like how am I supposed to be counseling? Like I feel like I'm so unprepared, like, you know. And I would be in these classes and I'd be like, especially the ethics class, that class freaked me out because I wanted to know like the definite answer to everything, which is super important, you know. But in that class, I took it like my second semester, and I was like, oh my god, like what if I forget this information by the time I'm finished, and like I need to know the answer to this question like right now. And I'm like, chill girl, like in time it becomes way less scary, you will learn all this information, like trust me, it'll all work out. And yeah, so I'm just like, oh my gosh, like I'm not her anymore. I'm not that girl who was like freshly in grad school. I don't know, I guess that's what it feels like, because I didn't go to public school, like I was homeschooled, and like I guess that's the feeling of like when you're a senior in high school and you look at these freshmen, you're like, girl, like trust me, I was you, and chill out. But I don't know, because I know that's how I felt like with undergrad too. I was like, honey, I was like, these freshmen. But anyway, I don't know, I just think it is crazy. But anywho, so I guess I'll go home and I need to get something to drink because I'm so thirsty. Well, thank y'all so much for watching this video and kind of hanging out with me on a Sunday afternoon. And I would love for you to go follow me on my blog, thepreppyproject.com. Also, like, comment, subscribe. I'd love for you to comment, girl. Like, I never get comments, but like, I don't know, if you want to say something in the comments. I want to hear from you. And thank y'all. I always like doing these kind of videos. I think they're fun to watch. They're the kind of videos where like I put on in the background, like when I'm, you know, doing schoolwork, or I don't know, just whatever, cleaning my room, cleaning the bathroom. I just like to have people talking in the background. So hopefully you enjoy this video. Maybe you just had it playing in the background of whatever you were doing. But yeah, remember that you are loved, you are special, you're important, you are brave, you are determined, and that Jesus loves you. And I will see y'all on my next video. Bye.